Hey, Assalamu alaikum. How are you guys doing? I have been getting a lot of messages about remote closing. You've been seeing my posts and my emails, and let's pull back the curtain and talk a little bit about what this is. Now, I'll tell you why this thing came about. I received an email from a sister who was talking about the fact that she's been, and since we've spoken since then, so I'm going to ad-lib the whole conversation together. In her initial email, she said, I know you've been doing like these Sultana memoirs and it's really fantastic, but I've been following you for about 11 and 12 years, and I remember you being a really bad ASS coach, a business coach. You showed us how to do what you were doing. You even had, I remember an email, 76K in a weekend, and all that is accurate and true. And we were doing a lot of launches at the time in our private Facebook groups, and alhamdulillah, it was wonderful. What happened soon after that is burnout from ads, marketing, burnout from doing the launches, burnout from client fulfillment, and it was not sustainable. It was really not sustainable. And then after that, I got into the remote closing world. Now, what is remote closing? Remote closing is, and let's compare the two, having your own business and remote closing. So when you have your own business, you are in charge of the post and client acquisition, right? Getting the clients, and then marketing, then Google Ads if you choose to do that, or organic marketing. Then you have to do the sales calls and then close the clients. Then you have to create programs and courses and VIP days, so all the content for that, which sits on like somewhere, which is a Kajabi or somewhere where people can access courses. And then you have client fulfillment, which is what? It means, are your clients doing what they're supposed to do? So there's 4 steps to running your own business. There's the marketing, there's the sales aspect, there is the program generating and content creation of the actual program that they're going to go through to create transformation for your clients. And then the 4th piece is the fulfillment on, are they doing it? Are they getting success? Are they being able to manage what you're teaching them so they can have success, the promises that you made? So there's a 4-step process when you have your own business. In remote closing, you're only doing 1 out of the 4 steps. No marketing involved, no hustle, no organic marketing, no Google Ads, no videos. There is there is no product creation, no programs to create, no courses to create, and no client fulfillment when it comes to Zoom calls and weekly check-ins, none of that. You're only doing 1 aspect of it, and that is the sales portion of it. So remote closing is where you sell a product for another coach, someone who is, it could be a coach, it could be a professional, it could be roofing, it could be AI software systems, it could be leadership, it could be business coaching, it could be health, nutrition, vitamins. I've got recruiters that have already reached out, like I know them, they're in my industry, and I can even share them with you if you DM me. Right now, the jobs are blowing up. The jobs are blowing up, and the really cool thing about the remote closing space is that AI can never take over a remote closing job. And why is that? Because AI doesn't have what you have, the humanness, the compassion, the kindness, the nuances of human behavior, meaning if someone says something, you say something, you're interacting with this person, you're feeling their energy, you're talking to them, you're getting into their world and helping them make a really profound, transformative decision for their life, right? So that's what you're doing. That's it. It's just human, sacred, spiritual conversations of connection. That's all, right? And if it's a good fit for you and it's a good fit for them, the deal is made and people pay the money, and then you hand them off to the company and the company fulfills on that. You don't have to have any of that. You just close. And if you speak different languages, it's even more of a benefit for you because the recruiters are looking for people who speak different languages. Of course, English is the #1 language, but if you speak other languages, it's amazing and even better, right? So if you're based in Canada or the US or UK and you think this is something that you want to do, 100% reach out to me. I'll pull back the curtain. I'll explain to you how it works and so on. Now, even though there are so many jobs available right now and recruiters are going crazy because there's not enough people who are available, you have to know what you're doing. You have to know what you're doing. You have to up-level your skills to know what you're doing because they want the best, like anything. Okay, if you're gonna get married, you want the best. If you wanna buy clothes, you want the best, right? If you're going to buy a program, you want the best. So this is something that is really lucrative. You can make anywhere from $5,000 a month up. There are people that I know personally who are making $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month. And no marketing, no sales, no videos, no product development, no client fulfillment, no burnout. You can also have different options in the remote closing space. What do I mean by that? You can get a full-time job where you're working, say, 9 to 5, or you can do events. Events are like part-time. You know there's an event happening for a week or two. You go in, they call you up, you go in and you're done. They pay you, and then you wait for the next event that's happening. So you can create a life that you really love. I mean, let's look at me, for example. As a Muslim woman, I don't like to just hobnob and mingle and social with non-mahrams. It's not my style, okay? And I could do this from the privacy of my living room. I have an office, I have a dedicated office, but I could do this from my home. I'm also someone who has a special needs son, Tarik. And so for me, I can't just leave Tarik with anybody anytime. I need a dedicated people to look after him. So I could stay home with Tarik and do this, right? Around his schedule. You can do this looking after your family at home from the privacy of your home, from the safety of your home. You just need a phone, you need an internet connection, and you need skills. And a skill is something that is learned. What I did find is that I myself, as a Muslim woman, I had a lot of limiting beliefs in my head. And some of the limiting beliefs were, I can't make more money than my dad or my husband or I'm not married, but you know, that whole idea of the men in my life have to make more money. So I had to get over that. I had to change that. Or I can't be a show off and make all this money. Or if I have money, I'm going to buy a new car and what are people going to say? Another limiting belief was I was shy to actually say the price. You know, how do you get over that to be like, hey, money is just currency. And if I'm making more money, I can actually give more money. I can give to the charities, to my causes, for people who don't have water, people who don't have food. And imagine that. Imagine if next year you can actually give more sadaqah than you made last year. That whole concept, imagine giving more zakat and more sadaqah than you actually made. All the causes that you love, supporting widows, supporting orphans, supporting old people, creating a scholarship for children who are memorizing Quran. Imagine you are that person who can give more than before. Because I know that Muslim women who are coaches, there are Muslim women who are making less than $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month. Less than. That means you're always just hand to mouth, hand to mouth, hand to mouth. Here, you don't have to buy products. You don't have to hustle. You don't have to find clients. You don't have to beg people to get on your calendar. You just go in and sell for other people while they do the products, they do the hustle, they do the ads, they do the videos, they do the client fulfillment. You go in, you do one piece of the puzzle, you close, you gotta be good at closing, and then guess what? They send you a commission check. They send you an e-transfer. They send you money. Yeah. I mean, subhanAllah, I was able to do this for my family as a single mom of 5 and Tarik from the safety and comfort of my home. Now, if you're interested in this, and I mean interested, like really seriously curious, and you're like, wow, I never heard about this. This is what I want. And you know me. You've known me for years and years and years. And if this is something you want, send me a DM right away. I'll pull back the curtain. I'll show you exactly what this is all about. I'll even send you the post of the actual recruiters that are posting this week. Hot and fresh, like a hot, nice, yummy donut. Okay, and if donut's not your style, a hot, fresh, nice chicken wing, okay? Or maybe you're just a very, very protein person and a nice, beautiful piece of mozzarella or chicken leg. But if this is some, jokes aside, this is hot. This is amazing. This is lucrative. This is real. This is legitimate. And subhanAllah, it's a godsend. It's been a godsend for me. And if you're someone that is really, really serious about changing the trajectory of your future, this could absolutely change your life. Now you might be listening and saying, hey, I don't know if this is for me. No problem. Alhamdulillah. Why don't you send it to someone or tag someone who is excited and passionate and ambitious, and they want to learn how to sell really, really effectively. Or you might be saying, hey, I already have my own coaching business. I love what I do. Maybe I don't want to get into remote sales, but I get stuck when I'm selling. I'm still stuck at less than $4,000 or $5,000 a month. I get scared when I am asking for the price. My tonality changes. I want to learn a new sacred spiritual way to sell. Can I be, as Lady Khadija radiallahu anha, can I be rich and happy and spiritual like Uthman alayhi salam, Uthman radiallahu anhu? Can I be like Khadija radiallahu anha? Can I be a person who makes more and gives more and helps more people and makes Allah proud of the fact that I didn't waste my life and I didn't waste my skills? And if this is intriguing to you in any way, send me a DM. We'll have a conversation. We'll jump on WhatsApp. We can really seriously talk about all the things I have found. I will not hold back. I'll tell you what's good, what's not good, what's great, what's not great, and how it transformed my life and Tarik's life and my children's life. Okay? Inshallah ta'ala. Hey, Salaam Ayan, nice of you to be here. Take care. I will talk to you really soon. Assalamu alaikum.